Hello and welcome to the South Fiordland bush flying series. And if you're new to me and this video series, check the link in the description to episode number 1, which will tell you all about it, where we are and what we're doing. So another day of South Fiordland touring again. Let's see what we need to fix and what X-Plane 12 may have broken with this South Fiordland scenery pack. Same plane again, the Baron. But I thought we could have the Fjordwear livery this time. Fjordwear, underwear for distinguished gentlemen. Like me, looking very distinguished on the tail of the aircraft. So with a new day of flying, I did have a quick look at maybe trying to set a response curve for my toe brakes. And opening up that controls menu in the settings, it did recommend that I recalibrate the pedals due to a null zone that X-Plane thought was a bit big. So I never bothered with the response curves in the end, but I did recalibrate the pedals, so we'll see what happens with landings today. And the first one of those, according to the Fjord Tours route, is at Big River Valley, where the brochure says, next stop of the day is the Big River Valley Racehorse Training Stables. You get to meet the staff, meet the horses, see them being rode around the training track, and maybe get a tip for an upcoming race if you like a bet. Yeah, as far as betting goes, I rarely bother myself, or not going to a bookie to place a bet on sports events or things like that. But I have been to Las Vegas 4 times during my life, and obviously the whole casino and gambling thing is everywhere there. So I did have a little go, roulette tables and video poker machines while you sat at a bar. And actually, I have finished in profit from my gambling on all 4 visits. Yeah, certainly not to any high roller kind of levels. I think $90 was the biggest profit I made there. But I can say I've always been a winner in Vegas. And of course, the other good point of doing that in Las Vegas is they know people make bad decisions due to alcohol, so while you're actually gambling they give you free drinks, which is nice. So here's the airfield and the racetrack, which are both one and the same thing. The runway is part of the racetrack, but it should be obvious which of the straights you need to land on, because the runway one is much wider. Now if you did feel like a stupid challenge and tried to land on the other thin straight, then do be careful. I'm sure I remember there was a step in the terrain over there, which you won't see if you use the airport properly, so it's fine, but you will certainly feel it if you try and land on that thinner racetrack straight. Yeah, it was a plane braking size of step if I remember correctly. But on the runway over this side here, it's quite long and fairly smooth, so you shouldn't have any problems with landing on this side. Whoops. Nearly into the trees. So the runway seems okay, the vegetation and everything. Let's go and Let's see what we've got up here. And lights on the building. I have seen that before in X-Plane 12, where a model references an X-Plane default light source, which comes on at night and goes off during the day in X-Plane 11. But the lights seem to be permanently on in 12 now. Maybe that's a bug, maybe they are changing things and this is like a midpoint edit when this beta version came out. No idea. But everything else looks okay here, so yeah, that will do.